I have done an EMF reader and the crystal ball energy read. For the crystal ball, I have a message that has not been spoken directly. It's been felt, held, maybe even um, it's been held, it's been rehearsed, right, internally, but not released to the person that it's for. There's communication issue, the throat chakra and throat energy. This person is saying, I need you to understand what I haven't been able to say. Then it shows that there's partial um, partial willingness to be open to this communication. So this means the person's message is for that this is for it's not really closed off to it, but they're defensive, guarded, and not easily reachable. The core message is that there's heavy feelings of misinterpretation, hurt, pride, and something escalated unnecessarily. There's words that landed harder than they were intended for, and then it's saying, I wasn't trying to hurt you, I was trying to protect myself. It says, please don't make me the villain in your story. And then it shows a thin thread between two hands that is strained, not cut. This is not goodbye energy. This is clarifying before you lose me energy. The overall messages are, not everything that looks like rejection is rejection. Sometimes withdrawal is self-preservation and necessary. Silence isn't always guilt. Sometimes it's exhaustion or deep thought. The next line message coming through says, I still care even if I don't know how to show it safely. So if this is your message that you're looking to get out to somebody, my advice is to keep it simple. No defending, no listing past wrongs. Just clarify and take ownership of your part. Have just as much understanding for them that you want them to have for you. And if this message is coming towards you, have patience. You're going to need to, if the message is coming for you, you're going to need to have patience. You're going to need to wait. The energy feels like it's delayed communication, but it's not absent. It is delayed, so it will come through to you, especially if you're feeling like you're sitting in limbo. So the next one is the EMF reader. I told you guys how I do this. Get a list of the words, copy them down, and then go get the definitions to get your message. So the message with the EMF reader today is, an event or sequence of events of a specific kind or that has previously been referred to is deeply connected to the spiritual realm. Only one, not one of several. Says, a general rule, a piece of advice, get a tomb deck for the magic gathering of information from your grandma. Says, a plan to take aggressive action against someone that others perceive to practice or engage in phenomenons thought to be evil or destructive and hard to contain. It's not evil, it's freedom, spirituality, and transcendence of a young woman. This person is Texas-born idiom who is full of big talk, boasts a lot, and pretends to be important, but lacks actual experience, skills, substance, or resources to back it up. Says there is a running joke. No matter how much you push the envelope, it will still be stationary. They are pushing limits beyond what is acceptable or possible, fast and considered risk-taking. Evidence is on writing materials of this, and they are upset because no matter what they do to you, you're still standing unbothered. The act to commit a crime consists of two specific elements: what's their purpose to commit the crime, and substantial step, preparation to commit the crime. Someone is gearing up to have police do a probable cause search on someone's automobile. Because automobiles are not stationary, there's that word again, a warrant is not needed for the search because it's not a practical wait. Go through your vehicle to make sure nothing has been left or placed, planted without your knowledge by anyone you've had in your vehicle recently. Okay, continuation of checking your vehicle, right? So the next line that came out in the EMF reader was Jameson Latin. At first I thought this could have been a name, but I still decided to look it up. Jameson Latin is actually a family in the 1500s. This family was well known for their bravery in battling pirates at sea while protecting ships. So, because they have really put you through some destructive and deadly situations over the last few years, that technically would and should cause psychological and biological pain to anyone that has endured what you have gone through, they are beyond sure that you are on an illegal drug for pain, because they have already assessed your medical records. These medical records show no prescriptions, no recent lab work, and no recent drug tests. This is illegal, by the way, since it's not their health record. But anyways, someone you know who has been involved with hospice care for multiple people in their family, in order to use the drugs hospice is giving for pain management. This person has become the caregiver of these people. This person is going by the name Jen. She is currently in agreement with a police officer who is well aware of her use and how she obtains her use in exchange for the secret on this use kept. He receives sex. This officer also knows, or has some knowing, of who the other party that is looking to call this probable cause search on your vehicle. And at that point, my phone went from 15% to dead, so I was not able to finish that message, but this came out important enough for me to go on ahead and just post what I do have about that.